Hello students, welcome to the YouTube channel of Monbretia. Today I am here with Standard 10 Political Science Chapter 1. I have already started this chapter. Yesterday I have taught you about one story about Belgium. Today I will go through the other story of Sri Lanka. Then only you will understand how or why power sharing is very essential for a country. So, if we see the Sri Lanka, situation of Sri Lanka, it is an island nation, island surrounded by water from all the sides. It is just few kilometers from Tamil Nadu of our country, and it has population of 2 crore as equal to as I have yesterday told you, equal to Haryana. Like other nations in the South Asian region, Sri Lanka has a diverse population, means different types of religious, ethnic compositions, means different language speaking people, different religious people live there. But the major social group are the Sinhala speaking. Sinhala. This is a language in Sri Lanka. 74% of the total population of Sri Lanka speaks Sinhala. 18% speak Tamil. And among Tamil, there are two subgroups. Tamil is of two types. The 18% people speak Tamils. Out of that, it has been divided into two. That is, Tamil native in the country are called Sri Lankan Tamils. Means the Tamil people who is the original inhabitant, they are called Sri Lankan Tamils. That is 13%. Out of 18%, 13% is Sri Lankan Tamils. The rest 5%, whose forefathers came from India as a plantation workers during the colonial period, are called Indian Tamils. Means 5% are left from those Tamil speaking people. Those people came from India. Their forefathers came from India as a plantation worker, indentured laborers, and settled over here. So they are called Indian Tamils. As you can see, if you see the map of Sri Lanka at that time, it is given in the textbook, you can see it. Sri Lankan Tamils are concentrated in the north and east of the country. In the map you will find in the north of Sri Lanka and in the east of Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan Tamils are settled over there. Most of the Sinhala speaking people are Buddhist. They are Buddhist by religion. Sinhala people, that is 74% population. While most of the Tamils are either Hindu or Muslims. There are about 7% Christians who are both Tamil and Sinhala. Just imagine what would happen in this situation like this. You have found that in Belgium, the Dutch community could take advantage of its numeric majority and force its will on the French and German speaking population. In Belgium, do you remember, maximum of them are Dutch speaking. French speaking people are maximum only in the Brussels, capital city. This would push the conflict among communists further. This could lead to a very messy partition of the country. Both the sides would claim control over Brussels. In Sri Lanka, the Sinhala communities enjoyed an even bigger majority and would impose its will on the entire country. Means maximum number of people are Sinhala speaking. So 74% of the people of Sri Lanka are Sinhala speaking. So those people, Sinhala speaking people, who wanted to control the whole country, they started ignoring the Tamils. Either it is Sri Lankan Tamils or Indian Tamils or Christians, because Sinhala speaking people are maximum Buddhist. Maximum Buddhist. So they started ignoring these things, those communities, and which created a conflict between them, among them, always, all through the year. So what happened in both these countries, how it has been, see, in both the countries there is diverse populations of language speaking and religious speaking. And religious not speaking, religious, different types of religious and language speaking people are there in Belgium and Sri Lanka. Now in the next video I will tell you how the people of Belgium has controlled themselves, how they have controlled the situation, handled the situation so effectively. Only how? Only by sharing the power. They have handled the situation of chaos, that everybody should have equal value in the country. Nobody should be ignored. The people did not, the people of any language speaking or religious people, they should not feel ignored, discriminated. So they share their power in the lower divisions. But in Sri Lanka, it is not so. I will teach you in the next video. But just I am giving you in the introduction that in Sri Lanka, it is not so. Sri Lanka, the Sinhala people, the majority of them, they disagree to share their power. And the situation became chaos. And a civil war broke out in Sri Lanka. Civil war means the war among themselves, among the government, with the government. Common people started fighting with the government. They wanted to separate the country, divide the country. This situation came in Sri Lanka. Why? Because that Sinhala majority people that did not agree to share their power. So power sharing is very important. I will go through in the next video. Thank you.